Hello, I'm DJ and this is how to make a mediocre cup of tea. First thing you're going to want to do is grab a mug, and usually you want to go with a big one that looks ugly. Yep, that should do. Then you're going to place that below the Keurig, and you got to check out the water level. The water level is a little low here, so I'm going to fill it up with some water. You always want to fill up the water when you're done because you never want to come to an empty Keurig. Now that it's full up with water, we're going to put the cap back on and we're going to get the water heating up. Now there's one important thing to remember if you're using a Keurig. You never want the Keurig cup in there if you're just making tea, because then you're going to get the flavor to go through and it's going to mess up your tea. While it's heating up, we're going to go find our flavor. So take down the basket of all the flavors that you have, the ever-growing tea stash, and find something that tastes good to you. It's important to remember that some teas have caffeine. So if it's nighttime, maybe you don't want a caffeine tea. Or maybe you do. I'm not the boss of you. Do it, or whatever you want to do. To me, this mango ginger tea looks pretty good, so I'm gonna go with that. Now all we gotta do is get the tea bag out of its packaging, which is proving to be rather difficult with only one hand. After that, we're gonna want to look at the inspirational words that are on the side. Here we have grace is kindness, compassion, and caring. Good words to remember as we finish off making this tea. We're going to place the tea bag into the mug, and then we're going to start adding the hot water. You're going to want to press the button that corresponds with the size of the cup. So as you remember way back when, we chose a big cup, so you want to choose the big button. The water is going to go ahead and fill in there, and the tea is going to start steeping. So there's a couple things we can get prepared for when the time comes. First and foremost, honey. Now this is a honey I like here. I've been told by reputable sources it's pretty good, so we're going to use that. Also, I like throwing some milk in my tea. Adds a little flavor, adds a little spice. Milk and honey, always nice. Now that all the water's in the cup, we can move the mug and do what an advanced maneuver is to swish around the tea bag. Now, I don't think this necessarily does anything, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something, so I do it regardless. The next step is to add the honey. And what I do is I just dip the spoon in, and whatever honey gets on the spoon, that's just what I use. It's gone pretty well, but you can add honey to taste. We're going to get that in there. We're going to start slowly swishing around, trying to avoid the tea bag to the best of our ability. Once the spoon is cleaned off, we can throw that puppy away. And now we have to go grab a new spoon because we forgot we needed a second spoon to squeeze out the tea bag. This also proves to be rather difficult with only one hand. Perfect. Good enough. We're going to take that and we're going to throw it in the trash, and we're going to try not to throw it on the floor like me. Next up is the milk, so you're going to unscrew the cap and you're going to toss that milk in there. Add milk to taste. Don't do what I did here. I put way too much milk in. I was distracted by the camera and put way too much milk in, so don't do that. And finally, all you got to do is wait for your tea to cool off. If you're impatient like me, you can go ahead and throw a couple ice cubes in there, and that'll cool that puppy right down. Now you can just drink and enjoy. This has been how to make a mediocre cup of tea with DJ. Thanks for watching.